Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Hey, welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. 300. When I first started recording the first episode of this podcast, I had no idea what it would become. I didn't know how far it would go, who it would reach, or how many quiet conversations it might start in the hearts of people listening. I only knew one thing. I had found an idea that I couldn't shake. The idea that love is not a feeling we sometimes feel, but rather a thread that runs through everything. Over the course of these 300 episodes, we followed that thread together. Through times, bad times, sad times, good times, through reflection and discovery, through moments when the world felt peaceful, and moments when it felt really uncertain, like now. If you look around today, it's easy to feel like people are pulling in directions all over. Voices are louder. Lines seem sharper. The distance between people can feel wider than it used to. Reaching this moment, episode 300, reminds me of something that history shows us again and again. We've been here before. Not once, but many times. People before us lived through moments when the future looked uncertain and the world seemed to be falling. Yet, every time, something amazing kept happening. Someone helped someone else. Someone chose to be kind when anger would have been easier. Someone protected a stranger. Someone forgave. These moments rarely make it into the history books. They are too quiet, too ordinary, too human. Those are the real stories. Because when you step back and look at the history of human life, you start to see something remarkable. Empires rise, conflicts happen, ideas clash. Underneath it all, the same force keeps showing up in every era. Love. Not the sentimental kind that we sometimes think of, but the deeper kind. The kind that shows up when someone refuses to let cruelty define who they are. The kind that shows up when a person reaches across differences of retreating into fear. The kind that shows up when someone chooses to protect life rather than destroy it. That kind of love has appeared in every generation. And the more you look for it, the more you realize something. It has never stopped appearing. Not during wars, not during change, and not during moments when people thought that the world was falling apart. In the darkest times, there were always people quietly keeping the thread alive. A neighbor sharing food, a stranger offering shelter, a voice speaking up for someone who had none. These acts might seem small on their own, guys, but together they form the fabric of our society. Because society is not built by laws or governments or institutions. It is built by the choices people make about how they treat each other. Every time someone chooses kindness, patience, or understanding, that fabric becomes a little stronger. That is what Infinite Threads has always been about. Not grand theories, not perfect answers. Just a simple observation that has shown itself again and again. Love works. It changes people. It softens what fear tries to harden. It reconnects what division tries to tear. Perhaps most importantly, guys, it spreads. Not in explosions, but in quiet ripples. One person choosing compassion today might inspire another tomorrow. That second person might carry that kindness into a moment that we will never see. A moment that changes someone's life in ways none of us could predict. This is how the thread travels, from heart to heart, from life to life, from generation to generation. If there is one thing that 300 episodes have made clear for me, it is this: the thread is still here. Despite everything, despite the noise, despite the fear that sometimes rises in the world, the thread has not been broken. It is still present in the choices people make to care for one another. It is still visible in the courage of people who refuse to become cynical. It is still alive in the hearts of those who believe that compassion matters. If you are listening to this right now, guys, you're part of that thread. You are part of the living tapestry that continues to shape the future of our world. Not because you are perfect. None of us are. Not one of us. But rather because every day you are given the same opportunity every human being has always had. The opportunity to choose what kind of force you will carry into the world. Fear, love. History has seen both. The future will always belong to whichever one we choose most often. 300 episodes ago, I started this journey wondering if love really could be the thread that holds everything together. And after all this time, after all these reflections, after hearing from many of you who have shared your stories with me, I don't wonder anymore, guys. I see it. I see it everywhere. In acts of kindness, in the courage to forgive, in the decision to treat another human being with dignity. These are not things. These are the stitches that hold the fabric of humanity together. As long as people continue choosing them, the tapestry will never truly unravel. So today, as we reach this milestone together, I want to say something simple. Thank you. Thank you for walking this path with me. Thank you for keeping the thread alive in your lives. And thank you for believing, sometimes quietly, sometimes stubbornly, that love is still the most powerful force humanity has ever known. Because it is. It always has been, and it always will be. I love you guys very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do? Go out there and pass that on, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.